First week in weeks where we've had 5 seconds of silence without actually laughing. I
True.
think it's because we're both just fucked.
Oh yeah, I'm super tired.
Yeah. Like,
This is gonna be a very dreary episode.
no, I was looking at, there was like chocolate on the bench.
Ah,
I was looking at it and I'm like, I gotta have it just before the podcast.
just
I
to
did.
hype you up.
I was gonna have 2 bits. I had 6.
Well done.
That's how you become fat, people. You can't control yourself, and you eat 6.
Take it from me. That's definitely how you become fat.
Chocolate. Eating chocolate.
Amongst other things.
Amongst hot dogs, some extra protein.
Nah,
Oh.
we're not going back. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
Kate bought me like a block of chocolate. Like she
Oh.
went to the shops and she's like, "Oh, I got you a snack."
See, they think they're being good. They think they're being a good
It was
partner.
great. No, it was like I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And so I was like, "Oh, every time I come over, I'll have like a bit. It'll
Yeah.
be something I can eat." So, because she's lactose intolerant, so usually there's nothing like no good snacks in the house.
Okay.
I was like, "Oh, great," but then she was like, "Oh, I have to go out,"
Yeah.
and like she had to go somewhere like to look after someone or do something.
She fucking knew. She knew. She was like, I'm just gonna leave, Aaron.
No, 'cause, well, like, she bought it.
Wink.
She bought it, and then like I didn't eat it the day she bought it, and then like I went back again.
Ah, you were good.
And I didn't eat, like, because I don't know, it was either I didn't feel well or I'd already eaten. I was like, oh, I'm not hungry,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna eat it. But then
That's-
I was there,
good.
and she's like, oh, I gotta go do this thing for like an hour. I'll be
Yeah,
back
of
in like an
course.
hour and a half or something. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'll probably just hang out here for a bit. And she's like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was just kept looking. And it was looking back at me. It was one of those M&M blocks, so those little fucking M&M bastards were like staring at me.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and she got back and like because I went home for a sec and I came back when she was there and she's
Yeah.
like, notice you ate the entire block. I was like, don't bring it up, please. I'm still getting over it myself.
She knew.
Yeah, she knew.
She's
I
like,
was
Aaron, I'm just gonna go out for a bit.
I'm just
Wink.
gonna
I'm
leave.
just gonna leave them out.
I'm just gonna leave this
staring
here.
at you.
Just gonna leave this here. Do what you will.
Yeah. We're just we're literally just talking about shit.
Yeah. When you brought up the chocolate, I was like, really? After the conversation we were just having.
I mean, look. I don't know how we got on the Actually, no, I do know how.
I
we
know
got on
exactly how we got into the conversation.
This is going to be a bit dirty talk for you guys.
Yeah, a bit of poo
No.
talk.
So, if you can't handle the poo, stay out of the bathroom. The kitchen.
If you can't handle the poo, don't move to Werribee.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
No.
Someone
Explain
listening will.
Explain it after my story.
Okay.
Well, story / just thing I think I do in my life. Aaron was saying that after his number 2, he just didn't feel it complete, you know?
It just wasn't a good
I
one.
understand that completely. I get you. I get where you're coming from. Because sometimes after you take a shit,
It was greatly disappointing because I woke up needing to shit, but I didn't have time to shit.
So you've just been like holding.
So
it
I've been holding it for like 5 hours, and I got here and I'm like, finally I can shit.
It's like a build up,
and
it's
it just
anticlimactic.
was the most disappointing
Yeah.
shit. And I'm like, no. Now
Mhm.
I have to go home feeling like fucking half done.
Yeah.
And it's just
What I was, why I wanted to bring it up again, Aaron,
Right.
to tell you is the way that I know a shit is satisfying
right.
is if I get goosebumps. I'm not kidding. That's how, in my head, that's how I know. All right, that's good.
No, see, the way I'm like, I know it's been a good session
Yeah, I could sesh.
because like I feel finished. Like I'm like, it's all gone.
But
Like you feel confident. You know when you go to wipe, you're like, this is just through principle. There's not going to be anything there.
yeah,
Like a ghosty, as the people in the
ghosty.
people in the business call it,
Yeah,
or a clean snap.
I hate no. But best case scenario
Yeah.
is that you do it. You do the business. You do the sesh,
Yeah.
and then you don't even have to wipe.
Well, like you still wipe at least once.
Like, of
Or are
course,
you so
don't-
confident? You're like, you know what? I'm not even got. You just stand up. You're like,
How confident can you be?
I don't know. I don't reckon I can be that
Is
confident
that
in
crossing
anything.
the line?
A little bit.
Give it a poke, sees it.
No.
What's
How-
its consistency?
Jesus. I knew
What's its colour?
we were gonna have a poo talk, but that's disgusting. I told you about my week from hell when I had gastro a couple of years back.
I did hear of it. Yes.
Well, I'll tell. I don't think I've told it for the podcast.
No. Maybe not. If not, this is dirty talk. Go for it.
This is my week from hell when I had gastro.
Oh no!
Back a couple of years ago. I'll start from the very start. I was on my way to school.
Okay. Already shit, just terrible.
My brother was driving, and it was like, he had like a period 0, so I had to go early as well.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, but it was actually kind of good for me because I didn't have any classes, but no one was at school, so I didn't have to deal with anyone.
So it was like
it was
school, but not school.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a bit better. So this is the first day of my week from hell.
Okay.
On the way to school, sitting in traffic, I'm sitting there going like, because usually I need to go to the doctors really, but every time I wake up in the morning, like if I have to set my alarm and I wake up before my body wants to wake up, I feel sick. Like I just generally feel sick.
Oh.
And I sort of and I can't eat anything because it'll make me feel worse. And I sort of just waited out until about, I don't know, like 4 hours after I've woken up, and then I feel fine and I will eat and my day will go on. No, but like every day for school, like in year 12, every single day, I'll wake up feeling like that, wake up feeling sick, and I gotta wait it out. Yeah, anyway, but and this used to happen back then. So I'm used to sort of going to school or going somewhere early in the morning, not feeling good. And I'm like, nothing happens. I just got to wait it out. This one was different. I'm like, sitting in traffic, I'm like, this is not right. And we're going to school, and I'm like, I feel I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up in my brother's car. But I didn't say anything. I'm the type of person that would just like sit there and just deal with it.
Yeah.
Until like, it's like,
until
Thunderbirds are go. Like, so, like, I was like, oh, it's not good. And I got to the car park, like, in school, and opened my door and instantly, like, had to run out and, like gag.
Damn.
And I didn't throw up. I'm like, no, not good. So my brother's like, oh, are you sick? I'm like, yeah, Ryan. Yes, I am. He's like, oh, we'll just, I don't know, go to the office and get them to call someone and you just go home. Yeah. I was like, okay. He's like, I can't drive you anywhere. I got to go to school. And I was like, meh. So I was sort of hanging around. I'm like, oh, I feel a bit better. Maybe it's just, I don't know, it's just a one-time thing.
Maybe you just needed a bit of a gag.
Maybe I was just thinking myself into it. Like, I started feeling sick, and then I just sort of, like, worried myself into feeling sick. Work yourself up. Yeah.
That can happen.
But, like, standing around school, like, I was, like, on the phone. I'm like, oh, I feel a bit sick. Dad, like, I'll go to Nana and Granddad's or, like, my grandparents.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go to theirs, like, because they lived close to where school was. I was like, I'll just go to theirs and just spend the day there. I won't go to school. He's like, all right, cool. So I was like feeling, I was like, oh, I'll just catch the bus there. And as soon as I thought that, like, it came back. I'm like, no, bad.
Oh, no.
So I had to run into through the office, into the teacher's toilet.
Oh,
and
no.
I just got there and threw up with such force that my throw up hit the water and the water splashed back into my face.
No. Fuck.
So I fucking wet and wilded myself at school due to the force of my own throw up. So this is the very start of my
one cup just yourself.
So bad.
Ew.
I somehow threw up on my own face. I don't know how. And I was facing downwards. It's a miracle. The miracles of science.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the start of my week from hell. So I'm like, done
That's
that.
the beginning.
This is day one.
I was out of it. I thought that was like near in the end.
This is Monday. It was a Monday. So literally the start of the week. So I'm like, this is bad. This is not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I like got toilet paper and like wiped myself down, and then it like kept throwing up, and I was like, I can't catch the bus.
Yeah.
Can you please pick me up? But, like my grandparents, and they did.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. Went back to them, threw up a bunch more. I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, maybe I just ate, like maybe I have food poisoning. Like maybe
good now.
Okay. Maybe I'm good. Like maybe I'm good.
Yeah.
And no. That was not naive of me to think. I finished throwing up. I'm like, I think it's all out. I think I'm good. Standing there, and I get the grumbly stomach, but the low down stomach, the one that isn't going to go upwards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not where I want to be right now. This is not the life I want to live.
Yeah.
So, but you know, you can't stop the work of God. So I have to go. Like, I'm like, oh, it's gone.
It's just like the start of Mario Kart.
So like, exactly.
It like,
So I had to run to the toilet, and I'm like, you sit down and just like fury,
oh no,
explosions coming out of me,
every crevice,
and I'm just like, why is this happening now? This is not good.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, just you know, just in a box of just self-loathing, really.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is not good. And then I'm like, oh, this is probably as bad as it could get. Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Both teams started playing together. So
what?
I proceeded to throw up on the ground.
Don't.
As I was pissing out of my ass.
Aaron!
I was fucking going
Holy
out.
fuck.
The train was leaving both stations. Let's just say. Like, just looking like a broken sprinkler. Pow! Out both ways. So, this is bad. So, I'm trying to create a bird's nest of sorts of toilet paper to catch to form a type of, like, rain catchment of the throw up that I'm creating. So I'm sort of making an in-ground pool in my grandparents' bathroom. So that happens, and everything else happens. I'm like, oh no,
this is the Monday.
This is day 1.
Fucking
so
hell.
I'm like, good start.
Yeah.
So that happened. I was like, so that wave left. Wave 2 was
pun intended.
Honestly, wave 2 was coming at me from the distance.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I got about 10 minutes until the fucking...
It's like you're in labour.
Yeah, honestly. Like the next contraction was on the way. They were getting closer together. Yeah. So I knew the next storm front was approaching. So I'm like, I got about 10 minutes. So I cleaned up my mess.
Yeah.
And, cleaned up everything.
You poor thing.
And then I was like, it's not good. I went back to my grandparents, like, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
It's not good. So I got a bag this time, and I sort of just lived in the toilet for a bit until I felt better. And like by like lunchtime, I'd stopped. The rain had held.
So clear skies ahead.
Yeah,
I'm
thinking,
like, okay,
maybe
sweet. That wasn't as bad, even though it was pretty.
It was pretty bad.
Pretty shit.
I'm like, maybe we're good. But anyway, I go home. And all is right, and I'm eating, like, I'm hungry, I want to eat, I don't feel sick, it's fine. I'm like, maybe it's good. Wake up in the morning, and I'm like, feel like I need to throw up. Like, my alarm goes off for school, and I feel like I need to throw up. And I'm like, Dad, I still feel sick, I'm not going to school. He's like, alright, just stay here. I was cool. So I went back to sleep, woke up normally, felt fine.
Okay.
I'm like, here we go. I'm good. I've passed it.
Self-diagnosed yourself.
I'm done.
Like, just
it's
wake
gone.
up whenever I need.
If I was still sick, I would still be, exploding.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, no, I'm good. So I'm like going about my normal day. I got the house to myself. Let's live it up.
Day
so
off.
I'm in my PJs, just hanging out.
Yeah.
There's a fucking pancake shake mix in the pantry. Fuck it. Treat yourself. Have some pancakes.
No.
So I'm standing in the kitchen making some pancakes. And as habit, I'm doing this and that. Feel a fart come, lift the leg, shit myself.
Yes.
In the kitchen. Thank God I'm home alone. So I'm like, yeah, fucking pancakes, flip. Gonna cock the leg on this one. Confident as all hell.
Yeah.
Lift the leg. Fucking Jackson Pollock on the wall. But in my pants. I'm like, So I cowboy trot all the way to the bathroom and clean myself. I'm like, I haven't shat myself since I've been like a toddler. This is bad. So I was like, I'm fine until I shat myself. And that's when I was like, no, I still have gastro.
Yeah.
So to cover the damage.
Of course.
So, yeah. So that's day 2.
Okay.
Day 1, throw up on the ground. Day 2... throw up. Day 1, throw up in my face.
Yep.
And throw up on the ground.
Of course.
Day 2, shit my pants.
Great. But you had pancakes.
True. I did have...
Did you finish cooking them? Did you finish cooking the pancakes?
Well, I had to take a bit of an interval.
Did you know straight away when you shat yourself? Or was it more like a...
No.
Pancakes smell a bit.
I shat myself. It was no.
Like, it wasn't like a squirt.
It wasn't like a tiny nugget, and I was like, "Did I?" It was like a fucking water balloon popped, like in my ass. And
There's
I'm like,
no question about it.
Yeah. It didn't. I didn't even make the fart sound. What I thought was a fart was shit. So I pushed and shat myself.
So it had the force of a fart, because like shit,
It felt like a fart. I was like, yeah,
because like
I'm
it's coming
good.
out. It's coming out.
Bang.
Boom.
Shit.
Oh.
So
on the wall.
no, luckily I was wearing clothes.
Just imagine if you.
Just imagine if I was like my Home Alone.
Yourself naked.
I was like Donald Duck in it, just wearing a shirt, just everything
wearing
hanging
an
out.
apron.
Just lifted the leg and shat all over my kitchen floor.
On the pancakes.
On the pancakes.
It's alright. Love a bit of chocolate
pancakes. No, we weren't going to go
Yeah.
there. I was thinking about it, but I decided not to.
I'd do it anyway.
So that's day 2. So, clean myself up. And since then, like, in that day... I don't mean now. Like, I trust farts now. But, like, since that day, like, in the day, like, every time I needed to fart, I run to the toilet and, like, sat down. To make sure I didn't shit myself.
Of course.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Anyway, next day.
Still going.
Next day,
Still going.
I wake up feeling sick again. I'm like, I can't go to school, so I don't go to school.
Yeah.
Nothing notable happens that day.
Also, you still like for me, if I still felt sick, but like was alright, I'd be terrified to shit myself at school.
Yeah,
that would be my
every
fear.
day in year 12. Every day at school, in my bag, I bought a throw-up bag, like a plastic throw-up bag.
Really?
And a spare pair of undies.
So you actually feel that sick, like?
Not well. That's more just like like in my uni bag, like the one I take to uni. I have the exact same throw-up bag.
Prepared?
Just in case.
Bear Grylls?
Just in case.
I haven't thrown up in like 6 years.
I threw when did I? Oh, I woke up with like gastro. Like it was weird. It was like one morning I had like gastro, and it was like that. Like literally, like train was leaving both stations, and it was hell. Like because I woke up with it, so I didn't have anything in my stomach. But it was like 3 hours of me not being able to get off the toilet because I throw up every 5 minutes. But there was nothing to throw up, so it just was me yelling into a bucket. You know when it's just painful, you're just like.
You just like fucking come out. Like I don't care anymore.
There was nothing there. I was like the next thing that was coming up was just more of me.
I forgot what it feels like to vomit.
It's not something you wish for, really.
But like,
there's different types of vomit.
You know what I mean?
Different types of vomit.
I don't know.
Sick vomit is pain and it sucks. Whereas drunk vomit, I can attest to, is not actually that bad because most of the time it's. Well, for me,
that's probably because you're fucked.
If you're too drunk, like you don't actually have that much fluid in your stomach, but you just had too much alcohol and you're throwing up. That's bad because then you're really sick. But if you just drank too much, like you've had fucking 6 beers or something, so you have a stomach full of just grog, and you throw up, it doesn't hurt because it's just. Your body's just getting rid of the too much stuff in there. Yeah. If I had 6 solos, I would probably throw up the same amount because it's just too much. So like
smells bad though.
Yeah, I'm
being sober when everyone's
throwing up.
Like fuck me.
I can deal with throw up though. That's one thing I can handle.
It's just such a strong like.
I can't handle shit. Like when I have kids, I'll happily clean up their throw up. But shit is gonna be a problem.
I'm the other way around.
I can't
come out your ass. It's fine.
Some people they're like, yeah, shit all over me. Couldn't give a shit. Please don't throw up near me. I'm like, no. I'd rather it completely the other way around. I can't handle shit.
Okay,
the smell of shit just makes me. Yeah. Anyway,
week from hell.
My week from hell. So the day after I shat myself, I stayed home, but nothing really notable happened. I just kind of felt sick.
Okay.
Thursday, we're up to.
Oh no.
I woke up, felt sick, but like the day before I'd felt sick, but then it passed. And I was like, maybe like it's going to be the same now, but if I can just, because like I felt like I needed to throw up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so like at home, I felt like I needed to throw up.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And it passed. So I was like, I can probably just go to school and just wait out the feeling.
Oh no.
It'll be bad, but I can just wait it out and I'll feel better.
Yeah.
So I got on the bus. On the way to school, got like halfway to school, and I was like, I'm going to throw up. Like, there's no way I'm not. So I got off the bus halfway
Yeah.
to school on
Yeah.
some random fucking street with no one who I know living around.
Yeah.
So I'm just standing on the side of the road. And I call my mum. I'm like, Mum, I got off the bus. I was going to throw up. Can you come get me, please? I'm just standing on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'll be there in like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
No rush at all. Just
she's like, oh, I'm doing this, doing that.
Doing some shopping.
I'll have to be there. Like, at least I'll be half an hour.
okay.
I was like, all right. But it was not like it was when I was home. Something had changed.
Oh,
So standing on the side of the street, I started getting the, buddy, you're going to shit yourself feelings.
Yeah.
And any day of the week, I'd rather be standing on the side of the road and need to throw up and just throw up.
Yeah.
Because you can go behind a tree.
Yeah. It comes out your mouth. Your
Yeah.
mouth is always showing.
Yeah, it's just bleh.
Nothing to clean up.
If you need a shit
Mm-hmm.
and you're standing on the side of the road,
No.
no matter how you go
Different
about
story.
it, it's probably going to be a felony. Like,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah.
So I'm standing on the side of the road thinking of my options. I'm like, I need a shit. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
A, find somewhere to shit
Mm-hmm.
and then wipe my ass with the tissues I have in my bag. Two,
Brought tissues?
I just had tissues. Like,
You're on the ball, man.
no, because like I had a cold one day, so I packed my bag with tissues, and then
They're just
were
there?
in there. So I'm like, I know I have like a couple of tissues.
Okay.
I'm like, I could make it work.
Man,
Number
I'll
two,
do it.
Shit myself.
Yeah, okay.
And number three, like find somewhere that I can shit.
Yeah.
I looked around. The road like backed onto houses, so there was no like walkways or anything that I could like hide in
Sneak in
and shit. No, it was just people's houses and then the road. I was like, this is bad. So I was like, let's go knocking.
Yeah.
So I walked to a house, a random's house.
Can I just for noting, this is the only part that you've told me.
Ah,
You haven't told me the rest.
didn't I?
You didn't tell me the parts before. 'Cause
Oh.
I think I know the story you're talking about. And it's fucking hilarious. The ending is fucking go.
Anyway,
Go.
well, thanks for harping it up. Everyone's gonna be like, "The story wasn't even that good."
I'm gonna laugh. Either way.
So I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta figure out a place to shit." So I walk to some random's house down their
Yeah.
driveway. And
Yeah.
I'm standing there, like holding my asshole tighter. Like you could you put a piece of coal up there, and I would make you a diamond. Like that's how tight I was squeezing. I'm like, knocked on the door. I'm like, this could be the worst decision of my life.
Yeah.
Like someone's like, finally, like the boy came to me this time. I didn't have to go chase him. Like that could be the situation I'm walking into. Luckily,
They wouldn't want it.
yeah,
They
I was
wouldn't
like,
want
mate,
it. Fuck off, mate. You can put something up there, but
it's gonna be worse for you than it is for me. Trust me. No, like luckily, I got a house of like a mum who had just dropped her kids off at like school,
Okay.
and she'd just come home.
You chose
and-
wisely.
Yeah, like she was just a mum. So I was
Mhm.
like, oh, great. So I knocked on the door. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Could I please use your like bathroom? Like I've had to go off the bus and I really need to use your bathroom. And she's like, oh yeah, no worries. I feel the way I was talking, I might have made her think that I
There was
needed
this-
to pee,
Oh.
which is I apologize.
Oh my god.
So she's like, yeah, no worries. I was like, great. I was in there for like 10 minutes. And she must be thinking, what the fuck? Is he like shooting up or something? Like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Smuggling, money laundering.
Yeah, honestly, like setting up a bomb or something. Like,
Fuck.
I would like to apologize to that lady and what I did to her bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh no.
fucking, like, cracked the enamel on her fucking toilet. This fury that exploded from within.
Ugh.
I'd been holding it, like, I didn't know, like, I was trying to hold, like, sort of, like, fucking, you know, like, tense out the storm, like, see if it passed. No,
Yeah.
I was holding, there was some back pressure.
Yeah.
Like, it went. And I was like, oh, no, this is bad. Like, she's out there being like, why is he, like, he must have been holding that piss for ages. Like, I'm like, this is so bad.
Yeah.
What do I do? And, like, I'm looking around. There's no fucking... Like, my mum texted me. She's like, I'm here. I'm like, my mum texted me. She's like, I'm here. Where are you? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm shitting in some random bathroom. Like, I'll be out in a second.
Yeah.
She's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, you took too long.
Half an
It's
hour.
either
bitch.
this or in the main road.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, no. Looking around, like... There was no... She didn't have any fucking windows in her
Yeah.
like in her toilet. Nothing to
Not a fan.
No, just a light and a thing. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's on her, man.
Like,
That is on her.
Okay, but from the look of the living room, she had maybe kids like between 3 and 7. She didn't expect a fucking 16-year-old to back one out in her bathroom randomly. Like, it was bad news.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around and there's no fucking nothing. Like, nothing to break the smell. I'm like, I gotta fucking MacGyver something together. I gotta MacGyver something here. So I'm like looking around. I'm like, I can't fucking like. She had like the toilet cleaner. I gave that a go, but nothing was breaking what I'd put down, in her bathroom. I'm like, shit, that's not gonna do anything. Going around her bathroom, I'm like, oh fuck, she only has hairspray. I don't want to look like I've done myself up in it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, like I get the fucking hand soap. And rub it on my hands.
Yes.
I get the hand soap, rub it on my hands, and just start waving my fucking hands like I'm casting some spell out of fucking Doctor Strange. Like waving it around the bathroom, trying to just like disperse the fucking like gas chamber that I've just created in her house. Like just like be gone spirits. Like I felt like I was fucking like exorcising a demon that had just exploded from my asshole.
I could fucking just. When I heard this the first time, my imagination just took over. I could just imagine you with the soap on your hands, like trying to.
Like I just like fucking glazed my hands with like hand soap. It was like orange and tangerine or some weird shit like that. Some Sukin bullshit. And I'm just like fucking like waving my hands like I'm trying to slow a car. Like just waving them around.
Directing airplane.
Yeah, just trying to disperse the fucking smell, hoping that she didn't realize. So I quickly like did that, shut the door real quick, and then like left. And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much. My mum's here. I gotta go. Thank you so much," and just fucking legged it because I knew she was instantly gonna go into her bathroom and just walk into the fucking denseness of hell that I just created for her. So that's week 4 of my like week from hell, and then I went to the doctors. They're like, "Oh no, you're probably not even sick." Oh no, I went to the doctors and they made me shit in a cup.
Oh no.
That's actually.
Was it a big cup?
It was like one of those fucking. It was like a pea cup, but like the lid had a scooper on it.
Oh, so you had to like scoop.
So they're like, no, you didn't have to aim it into. They're like, we only a little bit. So what I literally had to do for every shit I took since going to the doctors, I had to shit in a Tupperware container, and then with the scooper scoop it up and then put it in the cup. And then they're like, the cups have to stay cold. So I have to keep these cups of my shit in my fridge.
Oh.
I'm like, we didn't have a mini fridge or anything.
Was it winter time?
No, I couldn't put them outside.
Like,
so like, no, so I had to like hide them like behind stuff that like people don't use.
Just imagine.
It was hell. Yeah, that was my week. That was my week from hell.
That's such a good story. Like, not like just this that fucking ending of you and like your hands and the soap. Perfect.
Casting a spell to rid the smell.
Yeah, casting like you fucking wizard. Bear Grylls.
Yeah, I had to realize.
Carries tissues, fucking vomit bags.
Bear Grylls have never done that.
No.
He's never had to disperse his shit smell. Have you seen that fucking video of Bear Grylls getting stung by the bees?
No.
And his face puffs up and he turns into Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, really?
He looks exactly like Benedict Cumberbatch. Because you looking it up?
I'm looking it up.
He's one of his things. He's like, oh, over there's some bees that we're gonna have to try and get. Like, he tries to get the honey from like a beehive, and he tried to like wrap up himself so he didn't get stung, but he got stung on the face a bunch, and he had an allergic reaction to the bees, and his face puffed up huge. And he looked fucking hilarious.
Like Mr.
My favorite video is him showing like these lava crevasses are quite dangerous, so you have to be careful when crossing them over. And he like runs over this little like rock bridge. He's like, you got to be careful because they could fall at any time. And it cuts to some random guy, like exactly where he was, like cross over the bridge, and then it pans, and like the crevasse that he was crossing literally finishes like 10 meters left.
It's like
to the
really
camera.
small, and you can literally just walk around.
Yeah, and then it pans more, and you can see this like main road in the background, and people are stopping and taking photos and shit.
Oh, actually, I've got a video. Let's see if I can. Wait. Oh, here we go.
covered in bees.
I think you can hear it.
Need to be a little careful of these guys. They go for you. They're just gonna cover you, sting you. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Start trying to.
He's trying to cover himself up, and he's getting the honeycomb now, but he keeps getting stung. You have to try and find a photo and put it up on the podcast so people know what we're talking about.
I don't know. Not gonna lie, I'm just.
Rub that onto it.
Look at it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, trying to mix it up.
There it is.
Price to pay for. That's nothing.
Oh my god.
That's so bad.
He actually looks like Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna have to find a photo of him and put it up on the
And then
YouTube.
do like a comparison to
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's on you. You're gonna have to work that one out. What's the time on it?
We're on half an hour.
Okay. Well, half an hour at the half an hour point. Put up a photo of bee stung bear.
Yeah, 31 minutes. Bear Grylls will be up there with Benedict Cumberbatch. What the difference?
Spot the difference.
Yeah.
Guess who? Guess which one which?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a hard one to do.
I'm just too. I started uni last week.
Back up uni.
Yeah. And
started-
I'm not into it.
I started work. I know you know this, but
Yes.
I started work at 7 a.m. this morning. I work at retail. That doesn't happen. It was a
you
VM
open?
shift.
A VM.
Yeah.
What does
Little
that mean?
technical term for
Here
you.
we go. You're
Retail world.
always full of the technical terms.
I am. But VM is visual merchandising, and we were literally just moving clothes everywhere. For those of you who don't know, I work in Connor, which is a clothing men's store.
Shout out.
Shout out! Actually, they're picking up the game. I was going to say don't shop there.
But they're giving you more shifts now.
They fucking better. I've been there for a long enough time. No, but they're picking up their game. All the clothes that they're getting, spring clothes. So we've been moving it around. And that's why I went in at 7 a.m. this morning.
To move clothes around.
Move clothes around. And I finished at 11:30.
That sucks.
As much as it's shit, I like having the rest of the day to do whatever the fuck I want.
True.
Which
That's
is
actually
nothing.
one. That's one good thing about my timetable at the moment for uni. I only have one 5 o'clock finish.
Okay.
Every other day finishes at like 1 o'clock or
Yeah.
before. So I generally get to be home at like reasonable times.
Yeah. But 5 o'clock's not even that bad either.
Oh, it's not that bad, but like I don't know. It's like 5 to 9. I had last semester I had 9 to 6.
Ooh.
So that and it was right sort of in the daylight savings or not daylight savings where like I was walking out of class and it was like pitch black.
Yeah.
And there was no cars in
So
the
the
car
opposite
park.
of daylight savings.
Yeah. Normal time.
All the time.
So yeah, it was just it was shit. It was just hell.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I know it was a really long, just a shitty long day. And then like no one who I would talk to at school, like uni or anything, they didn't go on those days.
Yeah.
So I spent like 9 to 6 by myself,
Oh.
like just
Cool.
on my computer.
Do people even go to uni? Like they get in, but like everything, they just like, oh, I can just watch it online. It's fine. I'll just watch it online. That's
Yeah.
like most people.
I say
go
that,
to
but I
uni.
don't. That's the thing. Like I didn't go yesterday, and I was
But
like,
you-
I'll just watch all the
But you
lectures. No, it does. It literally like it doesn't work on my computer, so I
Oh.
can't. But I still
So-
tell myself, I'm like, I'll just watch it online.
You know you can't, but you tell
I know
yourself
I
anyway.
can't. Like I physically with my computer, I physically can't. But I still in the morning, I'll be like, it's okay. They're just lectures. I'll just watch them online.
You'll be fine though. I'm sure you'll pass. You'll
I
get your
passed last
degree.
semester.
Yeah, there you go.
C's that get degrees, and I got a D, but I still passed. Maybe D's get degrees.
These get so much, Aaron.
It's
They get so much. Alright.
amazing how much you can get with a D. No, but
it's amazing what you can fill with a D.
with a D. As a no, fuck. What was I saying? No, the actually scary thing is like the course because I'm doing this so I can get into something else. So I'm doing 3 years of this so I can get into something else to do that for 4 years.
Ooh.
So it's a bit of a big shtick. But there's like a super common thing to do the course I'm doing to then get into the course I want to do. Like the guy asked, he's like, all right, like at the very start, like orientation week, at the very start of the year, he asked like, all right, who here wants to be a vet? And then everyone put up their hands. He's like, all right, who is doing this so they can end up doing veterinary at Melbourne Uni? And everyone put up their hands. He's like, usually, out of this whole room, only about 10 people get into that course. And there was about, like, 300 people there.
Oh.
And I was like...
It's fucking brutal.
Feck. And I'm like, I'm getting D's. Like, I passed last semester by 2 marks.
Yeah.
I doubt I'm going to get into that course. Which
Melbourne
then...
Uni's competitive, and it's expensive. So you're dodging a fucking bullet.
Yeah, it's about... that 4-year course is about $300,000.
Fuck that.
So, yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, if I don't get into that, I'll have to move states to do... Because I, like...
Is that the only place that you can do it?
Only in Victoria. The only place in Victoria that you can become, like, a doctor of veterinary. So I'll have to go to, like, fucking South Australia, New South Wales or something.
Why can't you just do something?
Because I want to be a vet.
I want to be a vet!
I want to be a vet!
I want to be a fucking vet! No, that's fair, though. But don't move states.
I'll have to. I can't, like, unless I wait and go into Melbourne, like, fucking 2 years afterwards.
Do you know who will get in as well? It won't even be marks. It'll be people who can, like, pay their uni fees up front.
Yeah. Or, like,
That's
maybe
how
I
shit
got
works.
bullshit, be like, I went to Wyandotte High School.
Yeah,
Give
you're
me
not in.
special-
High.
Special consideration. Wyandotte High.
I figured out. Oh, I didn't figure it out. One of my friends told me.
Yeah.
I live in a rural area.
Yeah.
Chermside is a rural area.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I knew that.
Whereas Croydon, which
It's
is
not.
2 minutes, is like not normal.
Not. That's suburban.
I think that's fucking great. I
Yeah,
could have
well, I
gotten
put
a
it on
better
my-
ATAR. Like,
Didn't you do a C's application?
no, I did.
I was about to say, like, that all...
But like
They-
everything, like you can do like, I don't know, like everything that you do is like an extra like 3 points or something.
Yeah, you just bullshit. I was like, I had a hard time.
My
My parents divorced when I was like 8, so that hurt my VCE.
You poor fucker.
Yeah, like you just everything. You go
Yeah.
like, I need special consideration.
I just think that's bullshit though.
I live 20 minutes away from my school. It's hard.
You live in a fucking rural area.
Barely.
Really?
It's like 20 minutes from here.
Oh no.
Kangaroo Ground's not that rural. Just because there's no not a lot of houses doesn't mean it's rural. There's just property. It's not farms.
I don't know.
They're just big properties.
It just it's more rural than mine.
Yeah, but because you have like neighbors. Like my closest neighbors are like 200 meters away.
Kangaroos.
I remember it was one of those dumb things, like, you know those things like you go on a porn website and it's like hot milfs, 2Ks away want to meet up and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm on there all the time.
Yeah, it was one of those ones like there's a it was like one of those bullshit ads. It's like this hot milf is 250 meters away and
Oh,
she wants to
God.
mean up, and I was at my dad's house. I was
Yeah.
like, what? So she's in my fucking property, right?
Yeah.
Like, you look out the window, there's some chick with a computer. I'm like walking through, looking
Walks
around.
out of your lake. Fucking alien.
I want to meet up.
Yeah, it's like how that would be hard for you to do Tinder and shit.
Good thing I don't need to do Tinder, Jake.
No, but I mean like,
Well, back in the day,
back in the day.
when I was in year 10, just
Yeah.
fucking grinding hard, work in the game.
Yeah,
No.
wasn't
Tinder's-
hard.
Well, no, because I didn't get any success. It's not like it's not
okay.
like it was difficult to meet up.
Feels bad.
I
man.
just never met up with anyone.
Mm.
And plus, like, what do you want to, like, hey, babe, you want to meet up? I reckon my mum can drop me at yours at, like, 10. I'm in year 10. Like, it's
Yeah.
not, I'm not driving to people's.
No, that's true. No one like people were on Tinder like in that year level,
Yeah,
but like nothing ever
came of it.
came
No.
of it.
The time I was in a relationship, like, just before the time where I would be using Tinder, actually. So, like,
Yeah.
I never used it. Like,
Mm.
because you know how they turned Tinder to be, like, 18 plus?
I did.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, so...
Because I see heaps of people who are like, I'm 18,
Tinder.
No, I mean like they say like it's 18,
yeah,
and then it's like I'm actually 17. By the way, I've deleted Tinder. This
Yeah.
is like
a while ago. Yeah,
a while ago.
My
but-
one was like a year above or something, but like because they made it 18 plus.
Yeah.
So when I had Tinder, whoa,
Sorry, our lights just shimmered, and I just
our lights
literally
just
had a
flickered.
seizure.
we're gonna die. No, when I had Tinder in like year 10,
Mm.
I was like what, like 15, 16,
Yeah.
and then 15 probably. And that's when they turned it to 18 plus, and I was like, I'm not gonna
Oh.
get it. I can't be fucked.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not gonna pretend to be 18 when I'm 15. That's just like the biggest waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
Like that's too big of a gap to pretend. Like there's not gonna be like 15-year-old girls pretending to be 18, being
Yeah,
like,
and then-
meet up.
Yeah. No, that's
So I
fair.
was like, fuck that. So I didn't do it. And then, yeah, I was in a relationship. I'd been in a relationship for like 6 months by the time I turned 18.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've never needed it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, me. Like, yeah.
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 It's not good,
I know, trust.
but it is good in a way. Okay, it's not good
funny.
because if you there are definitely some people on there. This is the inside scoop, guys. Like Q, like
As a gay
news,
man on
like,
Tinder. Or
Yeah.
just as a person on Tinder.
as a person, I think.
Were you
I
ever
don't really have
a
experience.
gay man on Tinder? Or did you not have Tinder?
Was I ever a gay man? What do you mean?
No, I mean, like, were you, like, in your Tinder bio, were you like, I'm gay? Or were you, like...
You don't
look-
need to.
Oh, looking for men, I mean, on Tinder.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Well, so you were like, so you're out while on Tinder.
What?
I'm saying like when
Oh,
you,
before I came out, was I on Tinder as?
I mean, no,
was I
after
look-
you came out, were you on Tinder? So were you on
Yes.
Tinder as a gay man?
I was on Tinder before I came out.
I know that. That's I knew that. So that's why I was asking. Were you like on Tinder to find guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I was saying. Like, what's the insider
Well, to
scoop?
find a guy.
Yeah. Like, what's the insider scoop as a gay man on Tinder?
Okay. There's a lot
Fucking
of
hell, Jesus.
what?
The
Are you okay?
no, the tree next to the window moved, and I thought someone just like fucking poked their head. Like,
Fuck.
no, like a
out of
branch,
the out of the
like a
like.
branch like came just into view, and I thought someone just like stepped into the.
Hi.
Hi, we're talking about Tinder. Anyway, what's the
Inside scoop is there's a lot of people who are shit.
yes?
Okay.
Yes.
I have seen people on there who say that they're 18 and they're really not.
Yeah.
I've met people who are cucks, complete, like, who just, like, want sex, pretty much.
Well, that's not what a cuck means.
But I use it in every single term. If you're a cuck, you're literally anything and everything.
Anything possible.
Alright? Except for,
The
you know,
actual use
unless
of
you
cuck?
actually meet someone who is decent. Which is part of the reason why
Very
I
hard.
deleted Tinder.
Yeah. I remember when Tinder got deleted, I went to like all the really, really, really sad like dating. I use very loosely in quotation marks websites
Oh,
Like-
no.
like Yellow,
oh.
and there was one called like
no.
Chat House, which was Shit House.
Yeah.
Which is I literally like I downloaded it like last week as a gag to see what it was like.
Yeah.
And it was like it's literally you can message it sort of can connect you to like anyone in the world who's
Yeah.
using it, and you make like a shitty bio, like, you know, I'm a male, and you can't put any photos up or anything,
Yeah.
and you just like send it out,
yeah.
and like if two people want to talk to each other, you'll start talking,
yeah.
but like because there's no photos or anything, like the first conversation is like send a pic,
oh.
not send a pic of like
Just like a face pic.
send what do you look like, that's the
Yeah.
first thing, pic.
Shouldn't matter, guys.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But it.
But
kinda
like
does,
pick,
but-
and so you do that, and then you like talk, and it was just hell. It was so bad. It was really sad. And
Aw.
like thinking back, I'm just like, "Ugh." And then Yellow was pretty bad as well. But I use Yellow like, it was I use Yellow too close to now for me to like be happy about it. Like I was using Yellow at like the start of last year. Like I was,
That's not that close.
it's too
can
close.
gr-
I was in year
you can-
12 and I
You
was on
can
Yellow.
grow a lot, Aaron, in those times.
I hope I have. But yeah, now looking back, I'm like, fucking, what a sad existence I was living back
I
then.
was too scared to ever use any of them in high school. I didn't use Tinder or anything in high school. Maybe the end of high school I did.
Yeah.
But because I was I was like, no one's gonna swipe. No one's gonna swipe me anyway. So
it's the most sad thing because I had like a fuckboy personality, but without any of the looks to back it up.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like the biggest try-hard fuckboy. I was like trying to like get in
I'm
and
really surprised you're admitting this right now.
Oh, because I'm like I find it funny what I used to be like.
Okay.
Now I've seen the light.
You've seen the light.
I'm a greater man.
That's good.
Talking now.
Good on you.
But back then, I would never be friends with who I was in the past, ever.
Really?
Yeah,
I was friends with you in the past.
Yeah, but like, surely you can look back to like the things you did when you were younger, and you were like, "Fucking hell!" Like, why did I ever think that was a good idea?
I was a fucking sweetheart, mate.
Okay, yeah, I was a bit of a. I was like,
I would date me in the past.
like, I don't even know.
What a catch!
Is that incest? Saying you'd date yourself?
No. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think.
Incest
That's weird.
is like when you fuck someone
would you
of your blood.
Yeah, your blood.
I didn't say I'd fuck him. I just said I'd date him. All right.
You'd have an asexual
As soon as we
relationship.
found out that we were twins or we were the same person.
The same person, not even twins.
We would end it. We would just be friends.
Well, you couldn't date yourself because yourself would be younger than 18, and that's a minor, so it would be illegal.
16 is legal. Got you there,
Yeah,
motherfucker!
But like, I'm saying, like, what about you in year 7? Like,
Me
I'm
in
not,
year 7?
not saying you would date yourself. I mean, like, thinking back to year 7, do you see yourself as like a likable person? Like, do you like who you were when you were in year 7?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Because deep shit, guys.
Here we go.
Deep shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm just a really, like, I had Asperger's.
You had?
Have.
You've gotten rid of it.
It's funny you say that because kind of, yes, Aaron, alright? People would have noticed, alright? Primary school, start of high school.
Yeah.
I was a bit different. Bit like...
Aspie.
Bit Aspie. Exactly. Mr. Aspie. And I was just genuinely, like, nice to everyone.
Yeah.
Which... For me personally, it's not like a good thing to do. It's just like being nice to everyone, even people who are fucking dickheads to you.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not the best thing, but I was a likable person.
Yeah. So and I think that kind of helped at the start of high school, especially because the nicer you are to everyone, then everyone goes, "Oh yeah, Jack's nice," and then you sort of have an in with like everyone.
Yeah, I was a floater.
You were like everywhere.
I was everywhere and anywhere, man. I was just like, hey. What's up, guys?
You've been everywhere, man.
Yeah.
You've been everywhere.
Because I didn't need to contribute conversation.
Whereas I tried way too hard to be, like, a cool guy at the start.
Oh, really? Why were you hanging out with me? What the fuck?
No, like, I don't mean, like, I was trying to, like, get in with a cool group, quotation marks, and, like, I was just... Because there's a bunch of people I didn't know. And this is still now, like, it's weird. You sort of... When you change places, like, primary school to high school and then high school to uni... You've spent like 6 years pretty much like, for the first year, you're making friends. But since then, you had friends. You didn't need to make friends because you already had them.
Yeah.
So like, from primary school, I've had the same friends for like 6 years. I'm out of practice on how to fucking make friends.
Yeah.
So like, I fucked it up and somehow managed to make friends. But like, I remember thinking back, I'm just like, you know, trying hard to like be cool and
I do remember.
Likeable.
I can kind of see where you're coming from because I do remember how you were like year 7.
Yeah, I was
it was very like very out there. It was very out there.
I don't know. Just thinking back, probably I'm gonna be thinking back like now when I'm like 20 fucking 5 or something. Be like, oh, who was I? Oh my god, like.
No, you're a good person.
But
now.
I feel like I've hit a stride. But. No, thinking about it was just bad. I don't know when I think, like even thinking back to like year 11 in year 12, I was like, like thinking like type of shit. I don't know. I think I do regrettable things every day.
So does everyone.
Yeah, but that's what. But except you, because I'm lovable.
Yeah, but I just see the positive.
I loved myself when I was in year 7.
You got to look at the positives. You got to hold on to them.
There wasn't many people, like all of my friends, like all of our friends, could like attest to that. Like me from year 7 to like year 10. maybe even the start of year 11,
I can see.
they would be like, yeah, now
Yeah.
thinking about it, fuck you.
No, but it's fine because you grow. See,
I
that's a
didn't
positive.
really dick things. Like, a
did.
lot of things.
Well, you were
I
bit of
wasn't a
dick.
bully,
No.
but I was a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
And I did some dickish things to people who were my friends. Like, thinking they were... Like, there was, one...
Can you give please? I want you to give an example. No names. Just like give an example because I really didn't see the side of you.
This is gonna make people hate me. In
I love
year
that.
7,
Love a bit of banter.
let's say year 7. Yes, year 7.
Yep.
How are we going for time?
We are at 50 minutes.
Okay,
So
well, this can be the
we
fun
aren't
story.
We aren't filming this one, guys.
Yeah, sorry
You're
about
probably seeing that.
I forgot my camera.
Say that.
Nah, fuck. I mean,
Um,
we're working on things.
we're working. Yeah. You always gotta keep them like in suspense. Anyway, so we'll go for a little bit extra time.
This can be the closing story.
The
Just to make-
closing. The
just to-
closing.
Just to make you leave this podcast feeling a little bit lower about who I am as a person.
But you still love me. That's fine.
That's fine.
You'll be back.
You have to love at least one of us. Anyway, I'll take one for the team.
Yeah, go.
In year 7, so I was 12. So
Yeah.
I think that should be a little bit of it.
You're a 12.
Give me a little bit of
You're a
leeway
fucking
for that.
prick.
I thought I had friends, and we all had Skype, which is fucking cool as talking to each other on Skype during school. Fucking Skype, bros. We all had Skype, and I knew that one of my friends, a female,
A female.
was into another one of my friends, a Malay.
They went lesbian.
No.
Okay.
And everyone sort of knew it, but it was one of those year 7 things, like, oh, yeah, you like him?
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those bullshit ones. I thought it would be, like, the best practical joke ever to make my Skype account look like it was my male friends, and then message the female friend asking her out. And then I didn't think this through whatsoever. So then the next day I would be like, got ya. It was me the whole time.
Oh shit.
Now thinking about it, obviously that
Not
was
a good idea.
a horrendous plan.
Yeah.
But like I knew that like for some reason, like I knew that my mate, like my guy friend, his like Facebook photo or something would like you search it up and it would pop up on Google Images or something as like Facebook. So I got that and made it my like Skype photo and then changed my name and stuff. So it looked legit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey,
You went all out.
I thought it would be a good joke. Like I was like, this is gonna be a great joke.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and like I was like, "Hey, you want to go out?" Fucking like saying like, "Oh, give me a like," because it was sort of like trying to prank my guy friend as well, like because she'll like go up to him and be like, "Oh," and he'll be like, "What the fuck?" And so like I thought it would be a good idea until I said on the bus on the way, I was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, dude, you're going out with such and such." Yeah. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did this, that, the other." And the more we talked about it, the more I realized it was a really bad idea. And she had friends on the bus.
I reckon I know exactly the two people you're talking of. I don't know why they came to mind, but I reckon I do. Anyway, continue.
You tell me.
I'll tell you after.
So like I had other friends on the bus who were also friends with my chick friend.
Yeah.
And they messaged her and was like, "Oh, it was Aaron. It wasn't so and so.
Yeah.
You know, blah blah blah." And she obviously and fairly got really upset.
Of course.
And like went home and it was like a massive thing. And I got in massive trouble fairly. And like all of her friends ripped into me fairly. Yeah. And it was just like a really bad thing. And like it passed and one of them left school, so I don't talk to him anymore. But I'm good friends.
Fucking nailed it, mate.
Yeah.
I fucking nailed it. I knew exactly who you were talking about.
Yeah. But I'm still good friends with the other one.
Yeah.
And it like passed, and now it's like a bit of banter. But like at the time, like I was sitting there at school, literally like all of her friends like ripping into, like yelling in my face, like how could you fucking do that? Thinking like sitting there just thinking to myself,
I don't know.
Yeah, this was an error in judgment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I had to I texted her that night. I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like I fucked up. Like, that was a mistake I've made. Yeah. I'm sorry. And she's like, nah, it's okay. I overreacted. I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm sorry. thought
You
it
were
was
in
funny.
the
It wasn't.
wrong,
But
blah,
then the
blah,
teacher
yeah.
was like, "You have to make a public apology. Not a public. Like you have to write an
Write her a
apology
yeah.
and give her." And I'm like, "I've already apologized." Like she's like, "No, you have to write one." I'm like, "So you're making me text her again, but like with paper." Like
Yeah.
so. Yeah, that was so like me doing that should be enough evidence
Yeah.
to show everyone that I was a fuckwit when I was younger.
But as long as you like, bro.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean? Look at you now.
if that was my kid who did that, I would fucking like gutter stomp the prick. Like shit, like
Jesus, you
now-
really don't like yourself.
No,
when you said
now
that, do you?
thinking back, like I was everything I hate now.
Okay.
So it's just really annoying thinking back to who I used to be and being
Yeah.
like, fucking hell, why didn't someone just like smack me and be like, oi, be a better person?
Sometimes you just gotta smack yourself. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm doing now. I wish I could. I wish I could go back and be like, just smack myself over the head and be like, oi,
Yeah.
nah.
But it's like time. It's like you're growing as a person,
No, I guess.
so it's fine.
It's just a bit funny.
Well, I know this was we're gonna say that was like the last.
Oh, you have something to say?
I have a question to put out to the Warrandyte High public community.
All the people who from
Yeah,
Warrandyte High that are listening.
Year, I think it was like year 8, maybe.
Yeah. What if I can answer this question?
If you can, if you can answer it, it's a question that I've wanted to know since like year 8.
Okay. I
Okay.
doubt it. I will be able to, but
Kumi, which is like that anonymous.
Kwame, yeah.
Kumi. Oh yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Kwama.
Yeah, Kwama.
Kwemu.
Anyway, there's like if you don't know what it is, it's where you ask questions to someone
Anonymously.
anonymously.
And they can reply.
One of my friends,
Yes.
he did it. She's like, Kumi,
Yeah.
or Kumi, or whatever, however you pronounce
Go for it.
it. Everyone was asking questions, blah blah blah. One of the questions involved me.
Yes.
Okay, and on her thing, it said, what was it? Why do you like Jake? He is a fucking faggot or something like that. It was something along those lines.
It wasn't very nice.
It wasn't very nice. By the way, whoever you are, A, you're a prick. B, fucking nailed it. Like, back in year 8, I was like, no one knows. Surely no one knows. Fucking nailed it. So good on you. Thirdly, please, if you know who it is.
I don't know. I remember reading that and being like, who the fuck could that be?
Yeah, so you know it too.
No, I remember reading it and being like,
whoever
who-
you are, please, I won't be mad. It's just a question I want to know. You nailed it.
you
Like, good
always-
on you, mate.
No, but the
Like,
thing is, Jake, they weren't the only person who was like, is Jake gay? In year 8.
really?
Yeah. When I read it, I was like, who the fuck said that? Like, it doesn't matter if he's gay or not. Like, but in my mind, I was like, he probably is, but that doesn't matter.
Damn.
Yeah. A couple of
Fuck,
people.
oh, really?
No, a couple of people knew back then.
I had a lot of friends who were girls. I had like.
Yeah, but so I had the same friends. Like, we were all in the same group. I don't know. There was just, I don't know. It's probably because you were the nicest. You were the least dicky guy out of the entire group.
No,
You're like
you're
the
right.
nicest one. You weren't
I
one of the
respected Whammon.
Whammon. If she have you seen that fucking video? Like some guy, I don't know the context of it, but some guy has like a green lightsaber and he like does it. He's like, she's a princess, and then another guy gets out and he has a red lightsaber and he yells like, if she breathes, she's a fart, and just like yells it out. Oh, it's such a funny fucking respects Whammon. No, you were probably the only guy who
Yeah.
wasn't like a fucking textbook stereotype boy, like one of
Yeah.
the boys. Like you were like a nice guy.
Yeah,
So that's
I know.
why like everyone's like, oh, he's not.
I really want to know who that fucking was.
I don't know who it could be because I can't think of anyone who would comment on
Yeah.
like ask a question on her thing, but like also dislike you. Like if anyone disliked you, you would think they wouldn't have anything to do with our group, so wouldn't even bother.
No, but like that's what I want to know. Like, what if it was? You know
Like
what I mean?
someone in the group that like just had a hidden hatred of you.
Because you know how, like, as you said, I was just like not a pricky person.
Yeah,
Some people don't like people who are just that nice.
like not the nice guys.
yeah, some people just don't like them, and I can understand that. And if I'm friends with them now, or like I don't like, because I'm friends with like the whole year level.
Yeah.
I consider every person in the year level my friend.
Yeah.
like from that year level, excluding a couple of people.
Yeah.
Which might be them, but
I can't imagine. I
doubt it.
feel like if it was someone, it was either not in our year or someone who left early.
Yeah. Oh no, but would they really like? I don't know if they really took the time to comment on her thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I've got a feeling it was like one of her friends.
I don't think so.
And if you are listening to this and you did that comment, or you know who did that comment, please go ahead. Just tell me, because like you nailed it. A. B. I won't be mad because you know I'm a nice guy. I'm not gonna be mad.
Anyway,
we should probably leave it
I
there.
think we'll end it there.
But please tell me. I'm desperate.
Yes.
I need to know. This is a question.
Bye bye.